The drug war in the Philippines began in July 2016, and at that point in time, there was an average of 8 dead bodies a night. You knew there was something bad going on. My name is Ressa. I've been a journalist for more than 30 years. 20 of those years with CNN in Southeast Asia. I ran the Manila Bureau, the Jakarta Bureau, and in 2012 began Rappler, this little startup that's like now the target, earned the ire of President Duterte. Not coincidentally, that was when social media, Facebook, was weaponized. The first people who were attacked were journalists, anyone who questioned the drug war. I watched democracy crumble in about 6 months in the Philippines. Our dystopian present is your dystopian future.
Time magazine has announced this morning its choice for 2018 Person of the Year, and it is The Guardians, which highlights specific examples of courage in journalism, including Philippine journalist Maria Ressa.
Maria Ressa, a high-profile journalist in the Philippines whose trial started today in a criminal libel case. Ressa and press freedom advocates say the government's charges against her are retaliation for her critical reporting of authorities in the Philippines.
After the message was seeded bottom up, and the message here is Rappler is foreign influenced or is trying to take down Duterte, all not true, then the same message is repeated by power, the voice with the loudest megaphone, in our case, President Duterte. His words unleashed the state. In a little more than a year, the government filed 11 cases and investigations against me and against Rappler. Weaponization of social media, followed by the weaponization of the law. Democracies around the world are being pushed back because of technology, because of what social media is doing. This is a problem. The trend is clear. And this data now that allows the micro-targeting of people in a predictive manner now has created a way for geopolitical powers to walk into something that was used for advertising and turn it to change the power structures globally.
Tonight, we're hearing from Cambridge Analytica whistleblower Christopher Wiley. In the interview you're about to watch, he tells me about his work at the company with close ties to the Trump campaign, a company now accused of using the private data of tens of millions of Facebook users to directly target potential American voters.
Cambridge Analytica, the whistleblower Christopher Wiley, actually told me, he said that the Philippines was the petri dish. This is where they tested tactics of mass manipulation. If it worked, they, this is his word, ported that tactic to the United States, to the West.
So you describe what you built as, it's called psychological warfare, a psychological warfare weapon. Something you say Steve Bannon wanted, the ability to play with the psychology of an entire country.
The companies that are able to act right now and fix many of these problems are the same social media platforms that promised empowerment to all. Go back to that vision. Restore faith and credibility. But what needs to happen is really simple. Right now, each of the social media platforms have taken down disinformation networks, but that data is floating in space. It should be put in a centralized database where proven disinformation networks, so it's like having a terrorist database. These disinformation networks, we can then in each of our countries find our links to those and then take them down as well, so that either governments or companies are not allowed to get away with information operations with impunity. And there needs to be a global Interpol that actually sets aside, monitors, and punishes those who try to manipulate people with impunity. What we do at this moment in time matters. It will determine the kind of world we will live in. It is an existential moment for journalism, an existential moment for democracy. The evidence is in front of us. It is time to act.